as I feared. I have actually. Be on your guard. Arresto momento.
You're easier to spot than in a run. Expulso. Come on, you're afraid to fight back.
Expelliarmus. Stupefy.
That's just the beginning.
Display.
Petrificus totalis!
Protect.
On the toes, my little traitor! Petrificus totalis! Here I find you! Petrificus totalis!
Glacier. Confringo.
Petrificus totalis! Expelliarmus!
Compulso. Expelliarmus. Compulso.
They got what they deserved.
Accio. Confringo. Confringo. Glacier. Expelliarmus. Glacier.
Knew you were still hanging about. Coward. Aha! Back from more. Expulso! You're easier. You're only delaying the inevitable.
Nice! Confringo.
Such agility. You're going to regret that. You're no match for me. Pay for your deed.
Expelliarmus. Glacier. Expelliarmus!
To your knees!
Confringo! Descendo! Cabalso! Expelliarmus!
You will pay for your deeds!
Confringo! Glacius!
You've made a great mistake!
Expelliarmus! Revelio.
How? Please, I need your help. How? Can someone help me? Please, I need your help.
Archie. Archie Bickle.
How do you know who I am?
Confringo! Your mother sent us to find you.
Oh, I'm so glad to see you.
Not too loud, Archie.
Sorry.
We need to get this open. Hello, Hamura.
A man called Harlow. He killed my father.
We're so sorry, Archie. We won't let him get away with it. But first we need to get you home to your mother.
Thank you for saving me.
We wouldn't have it any other way, Archie. Now let's get you home. We know a safe way back.
Mother's friends are in danger. I heard the people who took me talking about them.
Which friends, darling?
Mr. and Mrs. Rabe, Mr. Filbert, and I think they also said Otto's name.
Oh, I shall speak with them. You run inside.
Yes, Mother.
Your husband's friends may be in danger.
Just as he was.
How can we help?
You've done enough. My husband was a powerful wizard and couldn't defeat Harlow. The last thing we need is that monster coming after you.
It may be too late for that. I'm afraid Harlow's already after us.
Then you needn't anger him further. I assure you, the threat could be a lot worse. Please, please keep your distance.
I'm sorry again about your husband, Mrs. Pickle.
Thank you. And thank you for bringing Archie home. I can never repay the two of you for your kindness.
Not to worry, Mrs. Bickle. My father used to say that rain does not fall on one roof alone. We are here to help each other. I must learn more about Mr. Bickle's friends and why Harlow is after them. You'll be hearing from me as soon as I know something.
Aloha, Mora.
Thank you for your help.
Someone tampered with the statue.
You the student who ran all those goblin loyalists off? I can't tell.
I swear to Merlin, that statue near Irondale looks different than before.
Hello, Mr. Semi.
What can I do for you?
Any whispers going about the town?
You may have noticed we have a bit of a rivalry with Upper Hogsfield. Not much to it, but we're still the better of the two Hogsfields. Better than most other places, too.
What do you have for sale?
What can I help you with today? Ah, yes, a wonderful choice. I hope to see you again sometime.
Leviosa! This could prove dangerous if I'm... Glacier! Leviosa! Incendio! Glacier! Wingardium Leviosa! Leviosa! Incendio! Confringo! Expelliarmus! Repulsor! Incendio! Incendio! Who lived here, I wonder? I know what that means.
Let's finish this job and be done with it. Somebody out.
Confringo!
Petrificus totalus!
Venite! Glacius! Expelliarmus!
Petrificus totalus! You disappoint me!
I'm just
Confringo! Expelliarmus! Glacius!
Pathetic! Petrificus
That goblin helm!
You hurt many of my friends, and now you'll pay. Novice luck.
Confringo!
Go, coward.
Also,
You're the one who stole our hippogriff. You're about to regret that. You may be more skilled than me. You let Nora Treadwell go, didn't you?
Petrificus totalus!
Glacius! Depulso!
Petrificus totalus! Damn you!
Stupefy!
Petrificus totalus! The darkness will
Venite.
swallow you up! Petrificus totalus!
That's all.
Petrificus totalus!
Think I won't remember your... Thought you had me there.
That's the best you can look.
Petrificus totalus!
Confringo! Stupefy!
You're going to regret that.
Glacius! Expelliarmus!
Oh, that's clever.
Depulso!
Oh, barely is Protego!
Confringo! Depulso! Accio! Incendio! 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 Shame I didn't have an audience for that one. Incendio! Cursed fiends. Accio! Wingardium Leviosa. Leviosa.
You should never have come here.
I should investigate. What do you have in store for me this time?
Mother's rolling in her grave, she is.
Pardon me, sir.
Come to stare at the fool, have you? There's poor Ig Haggerty, robbed by his own sister. She's robbed almost everyone now. So, who's the fool?
I'm not sure I know what you're talking about.
Then you're the only one who doesn't know about Catherine running off with that thief, Victor Rookwood and his lot. Good riddance, I said. Never thought she'd return to steal from me. Us. But I just know it was her. I want her caught and sent to Azkaban for stealing a prize family heirloom. Sister or no.
What exactly was the family heirloom that the thief stole?
A necklace. Belonged to the first of the Haggerty women. Hundreds of years old. So much history. She'll likely pawn it.
Why would Catherine come back to rob the hamlet if she'd already left?
Do I look like a criminal to you? How should I know? She always despised this place, resented having to grow up here. Perhaps she did it to spite us.
I could keep an eye out for the thief, sir.
You? Ugh. Nothing to be done by the likes of us. This is a job for the fine officer Singer, or some such authority. Besides, the thief, my sister, only strikes at night. Coward. Long past your bedtime.
What do you have for sale?
Okay.
Now, business for Mr. Haggerty.
Thank you for your patronage. Thank you for your patronage. It's, good luck for me you stopped by today. Glad you were able to stop by.
Revelio. A pile of gold. I must be on the right track. It looks as if the thief took more than they could carry. Revelio. More gold. I must be getting closer.
Any who oppose Ranrock will be eliminated.
Straight to fuck!
You will regret it.
Too late for you to learn the error of your ways. Revelio. Could it be a Merlin trial? Revelio. This looks intriguing. Revelio.
Enjoy suffering, do you?
I have a brother who works at Gringotts. Good
Not you.
Who's that?
Stop, Ranrock. It's the student from the town.
Confringo. Blazing.
That's the student who released old demons and You've been paying attention in defense against the Dark Arts.
Expelliarmus! Confringo!
What are you taking?
Protection! Stupid! Confringo!
I won't get.
Expelliarmus! Revelio. A niffler. It wasn't Catherine Haggerty after all. Revelio. Levioso. I have the niffler. Now to look for the Haggerty family heirloom. That must be the Haggerty family heirloom. I have some good news, Mr. Haggerty. I unmasked your thief.
Nothing to unmask, was there? We all know that the thief was my sister, Catherine.
Actually, sir, the thief was a niffler.
What?
You know, small, furry, pilfering. I followed it to its lair.
Catelyn was the only one who knew how to get into our homes, where to find our treasures. But I suppose, mangy little blighter. Well, if you found the niffler's lair, as you say, you must have found my heirloom.
As a matter of fact, I did.
Thank you. You don't know how much this means to me. Catherine's a disappointment for certain, but I never wanted to believe she was behind this. Now, thanks to you, I won't have to. What a strange world we live in. Suppose they can't send a Niffler to Azkaban. At least I got my heirloom back.
I've always said that travel broadens the mind. If only someone would come to me aid. Would you mind helping a poor old witch?
What seems to be the problem?
You may well ask. I'm convinced I saw a Grim, an omen of death. I'm not safe, but if it can't see me, I'll be all right, won't I? All I need is an invisibility potion. Yes, that's what I need.
The Grim, if you saw one, is an omen. Omens don't attack you, so I doubt an invisibility potion will do you much good.
I can see you don't believe me. Fine. Then my blood will be on your hands. No kindness in the youth of today.
Stupid one! Upper Hogsfield. Now where to find Mrs. Sprottle? Nice to see you again, Mrs. Sprottle. Actually, Sirona Ryan asked if I'd come and see you.
Oh, dear Sirona, a gem. Has been for as long as I've known her.
She thought you might need help collecting ingredients for your Wiggenweld potion.
And she's correct. My darling Aidan used to collect Hawklumps for me. Since he died, my supply has dwindled.
I'm sorry for your loss, Mrs. Sprottle.
Oh, thank you. Love of my life. A bit lost without him. If you wouldn't mind gathering some Hawklumps for me, I'd be happy to compensate you for your time.
Believe it or not, I have some with me.
Oh, thank you. How wonderful. The travelling vendors will be thrilled to replenish their stock of Wiggenweld potion.
Sirona also mentioned that Mr. Sprottle was bringing her a box of letters when he fell ill.
Indeed he was. I'd almost forgotten. I stumbled upon it just before Aidan died. He was hoping to go through it with Sirona over a butterbeer or two. Those two were always like two bowtruckles in a branch. Aidan took ill when he was collecting Hawklumps on his way to see her. He made it home, but I fear he dropped the box in the cavern. The cavern is in the hills just southwest of our hamlet. You can gather Hawklumps and collect the box of letters there.
Sirona said she lived with you during the summers when she was at Hogwarts. What was she like?
Oh, goodness. Well, she was almost exactly like she is now. Charming, good head on her shoulders, taking care of everyone. I can't tell you the fun we had when she and her friends would visit us during the year, all buzzing about, practicing charms. Talented group. Her friend Mirabelle was a genius in the garden. Learned it all from her muggle parents, if you can believe it.
Thank you, Mrs. Sprottle.
Thank you. I'll be here if you are able to collect those Hawklumps. I and the vendors I help would greatly appreciate it. Hope they know what they're doing.
Here's one of those tables Professor Shah mentioned.
Telling the poaching errands here tempt spiders. Not worth the trouble, if you ask me.
My bite is worse than my bark.
Lower or upper Hogsfield?
This must be the cavern Mrs. Sprottle mentioned.
Enjoy stealing him.
Places! Caboose! Leave the hawk lumps to Mrs. Sprottle, but I still need to visit the cave to find Sirona's box of letters. Perhaps I'll find more hawk lumps while I'm there. Better have a look around, see if I can find that box of letters. Incendio! That's all the hawk lumps for now. Mrs. Sprottle should be pleased. Leviosa! Either I'll have to fight that troll, or avoid it altogether.
Confringo! Expelliarmus! Repulsor! Confringo! Glacius! Repulsor! Expelliarmus! Confringo! Glacius! Repulsor! Expelliarmus! Potato! Stupefy! Confringo! Glacius! Repulsor! Expelliarmus! Confringo! Glacius! Repulsor! Expelliarmus! Confringo! Glacius! Confringo! Glacius! Rebellion! Expelliarmus! Repulsor! Potato! Glacius! Confringo! Stupefy! Glacius! Confringo! Potato! Stupefy! Repulsor! Expelliarmus! Glacius! Confringo! Repulsor! Potato! Glacius! Confringo! Repulsor! Expelliarmus! Glacius! 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 Repulsor! Confringo! Glacius! Expelliarmus! Glacius! Glacius! Confringo! Potato! Glacius! Confringo! Expelliarmus! Glacius! Confringo! Expelliarmus!
One less foul, hulking brute.
Revelio!
Confringo. Revelio. Lumos. Revelio. This must be Sirona's box of letters. I should take this box of letters to Sirona. She'll be glad to have it back. I think that's everything. Hogsmeade, here I come.
Don't you fret, Biscuit. I shall sort something out.
Revelio. Hello, Sirona. I have good news. I was able to provide your friend Mrs. Sprottle with some hawk lumps for her Wiggenweld potion, and I found your box of letters.
Oh, thank you. I knew you were the one to ask.
I wondered about some of the letters in the box.
Of course. It appears most of the letters were from fellow students.
One of the letters mentions Quidditch practice. Did you play?
I did. Was the Ravenclaw Seeker for 3 years. Oh, Merlin's beard. I adore Quidditch. Nothing like the feeling of catching the golden snitch when your team's down by 140 points. I'll never forgive Professor Black for cancelling it this year. I missed cheering for Ravenclaw. We could have cheered them on together.
I saw a letter from someone named Mirabelle. Is that Professor Garlick?
It is. Still one of my dearest friends. I know she wouldn't mind you having seen that letter. She and I are of a similar mind, especially when it comes to young people. We believe experience to be an invaluable teacher. To borrow a phrase from Mirabelle, it's a joy to see anyone blossom, but particularly one who doubted they ever would.
I spotted a letter from you to Mrs. Sprottle. You two seem to have a lot of fun together.
We do. She taught me so much during my summers with her and Aidan. I shall be the first to admit that adolescents aren't always the easiest to understand. And not everyone was as kind to me as the Sprottles. But the depth of their kindness, and that of so many of my friends, got me through... well, got me through some challenging times, to put it mildly.
I'm glad I could be of help. Mrs. Sprottle sends her best.
Don't know what I'd have done without her and Aidan. Thank you, again, for helping her, and for returning this box of letters. It's nice to reflect on good memories.
But I do wonder if he doesn't try to oversell it. I left Gladrags last week with 4 hats when I only went in for 3.
I'm sure you had your reasons, but breaking into Alfred Lawley's home wasn't the brightest idea.
What will I do without her?
Hello? Is something the matter?
Most decidedly, yes. My precious mooncalf, Biscuit, was abducted by poachers up north. Oh, the vicious brutes. I tried to fight back, but I was no match for them.
I'm sorry about your mooncalf, Mr.
Garnuff. Just Garnuff. I'm only one goblin. Not a particularly brave one at that. I have no chance against a pack of bloodthirsty poachers. Oh, my poor Biscuit. I can only hope she's able to escape.
Why do you suppose the poachers took Biscuit?
I have no idea. Mooncalf dung's highly valuable for fertilising magical plants. But I cannot imagine poachers care much about gardening. Who knows what they'll do to her? She could be flogged, skinned, gutted and stuffed. I assume. Oh, Biscuit.
I'll keep an eye out for your mooncalf, Garnuff.
How kind. If only all of Wizardkind was as gracious to goblins. If you do see her and can bring her safely home to me, I promise to reward you for your efforts. Do keep an eye out for her, and be careful out there. Poachers are an unscrupulous lot.
I should try and rescue Garnuff's mooncalf. Sounds as if I'd need to head north to find those poachers. Not sure how I'd fare in a little place like this. Poachers. Garnuff was right then. I'd better be careful.
Show yourself!
Revelio.
Hooray! Get back here, all right? Let's play Predator and... You little cowards! Reduction!
Lumos. Accio.
Where's that goblin hell?
Expelliarmus.
Board!
Expelliarmus.
I bet that one hurt.
Confringo.
Careful. How does that feel? You'll never be able to defeat.
Confringo.
You'll peter out soon enough. That's proper people, that is.
Glacier.
Reducto.
Expelliarmus. Confringo.
You will not survive this fight!
Glacier. Cabalzo. Expelliarmus. Confringo.
I think I heard something. I know you're there. You shouldn't be here.
Potato! Glacier. Cabalzo.
It's you! You're safe with that!
Confringo.
Confringo!
Stupefy.
Come now. Glacier. Confringo.
This fucking glass.
Potato! Reparo. Aloha Mora. Now then, which one of you is Biscuit? Levioso. Settle yourself. I mean you no harm. Revelio. Levioso. Not going to hurt you. Levioso. Expelliarmus. Confringo. Glacius. Capulso. Potato. Stupefy. Glacius. Expelliarmus. Confringo. Capulso. Stupefy. Glacius. Confringo. Expelliarmus. Revelio. Levioso! I'll look after you. Revelio! Levioso! All right, Biscuit. Let's get you back to Garniff, shall we? Sometimes it seems all roads lead to Hogsmeade.
Oh, my dear Biscuit.
Garniff, I've rescued Biscuit.
You have? Oh, is she hurt? Was she frightened? Are you all right?
Biscuit is fine, as am I. I was able to rescue her without much incident.
Oh, mercy. Where poachers are concerned, I tend to expect the worst. I cannot wait to get her home. I so miss seeing her dance in the evenings. Such joy.
I'm glad she's safe now. I'm sure she'll be happy to go home.
Oh, that is a great weight off my mind. Oh, my sweet little Biscuit, my wise, noble mooncalf. And here is your reward, of course. Well deserved. As I said before, you have restored my faith in wizard kind. You've restored at least a modicum of my faith in wizard kind. Biscuit and I can't thank you enough.
Confringo! Accio! Levioso! Revelio. Aloha, Mora.
You're here. Brilliant.
I received your owl. What happened with Ominous?
I told him none of us will be able to avoid dark magic forever. So the more we know about Salazar Slytherin and the dark arts, the better prepared we'll be. Unfortunately, only a Gaunt knows the location of the Scriptorium's entrance, and Ominous won't tell me.
Perhaps I should have a chat with Ominous.
You? I suppose it's worth a try. But don't get your hopes up. Ominous is annoyingly stubborn. Nothing new. I know where he is. I'll lead you to him and then leave you to it. Come on. He's this way. Keep an eye out. Never know who's watching. Although that hasn't stopped us before.
Strictly speaking, it has. We were caught.
Damned poltergeist. Such a nuisance. There he is. Good luck.
What are you doing here?
Hello, Ominous. Do you have a moment?
What is it? What have you and Sebastian been up to now?
I owe you an apology, Ominous. I wasn't honest with you before about the Undercroft. Sebastian did show it to me. He wanted me to have a safe place to practice some spells, to try and catch up to the other fifth years. He didn't think you'd mind.
I suppose that makes sense. It's just Sebastian's been pestering me lately about something and I'm frustrated with him.
Don't tell me he's still going on about, what was it, a scriptorium?
He told you about that.
He did. We were talking about Hogwarts founders and he mentioned it. Wouldn't say much more, though.
Yes, well, he seems to think it contains the answer to saving Anne. I think it's likely full of dark magic that is better left untouched.
Wait, you've never been inside?
Of course not. I only know about it because of my favourite aunt, Noctua. She thought like I do. Didn't agree with the family on the use of dark magic. In fact, she'd hoped to convince my family that there was more to Salazar Slytherin than worshipping pureblood status. She'd heard of this scriptorium and thought its contents might shed some light on him. She even found the secret entrance in this very corridor. She wrote regularly to my father about her efforts to gain access, and then she simply vanished. No one else ever tried to enter.
I'm sorry about your aunt. Don't you want to find out what happened to her?
Aunt Noctua went down this path with good intentions and lost her life. I don't want the same to happen again.
You don't know that history will repeat itself. Besides, you said your aunt thought like you. This could honor her memory, get you answers about Slytherin and Sebastian answers for Anne. Your aunt pursued this alone. We could do it together.
I see what you've done here, and I confess, you've convinced me. I didn't think it possible. Very well. I shall tell you what I know. Fetch Sebastian, I'll wait. I hope we don't regret this.
Sebastian, Over here.
These braziers grant access to the scriptorium.
Now you'll share? You wouldn't tell me when I practically begged.
It wasn't you who told me what I needed to hear. Opening the entrance has something to do with threes.
Well, 3 heads are better than 1.
It's 2 heads are better than 1.
And by that logic, 3 is better than 2. Simple mathematics, Ominous.
Revelio may help.
Revelio!
Remember, 3 braziers are involved.
Someone was actually listening.
I do that. Occasionally.
Confringo! Revelio!
That brazier went out on its own.
Confringo!
I wonder if it's a clue. Something's happening.
I hope we're ready for this.
Dark, ominous corridors. My favorite.
No comment.
Come on, that was a good one.
Lumos!
Like a locked door.
Prepare.
We may want to look around. The rubble formed a relief of a person facing a snake.
That must be the voice I hear.
Lumos.
The voice is ancient, sinister.
You hear a voice?
It started when you repaired that relief. I hear a whisper saying to snakes. Nearly all known parcel mouths are descended from Salazar Slytherin.
I'd like to be able to talk to snakes.
You might not want the ability to speak past the tongue. It's often associated with dark wizards. I haven't spoken it in ages, but I'd wager if I speak it now, the door will open. I'm hoping you're having second thoughts.
I see no reason we should stop now.
It's ironic. When I left home, I vowed to leave the dark arts behind, and yet here I am. Stand back. I can't believe I'm doing this.
It worked! Ominous. You possess a rare ability indeed.
Between the two of you, I'm starting to feel left out.
Between the two of us?
Never mind.
Repair.
There's no clear way forward.
Inside.
Salazar Slytherin most likely wanted this to be difficult to solve.
The door we came from
Lumos.
is closed, and there's more than one gate ahead.
Then look closely at each gate for clues.
Incendio! Lumos.
When the door closed, it lit up.
The dial requires focus.
Art Noctua said the same. It may take practice to solve it. That didn't sound good.
Salazar Slytherin didn't make this easy.
This journal entry, it mentions getting lost and being unwelcome.
Poor Aunt Noctua.
Lumos!
There's bound to be a match to the symbol.
Matching the symbols did open it.
Was about to do that myself, but you got to it first. Nice work.
Another gate.
Seems Slytherin like to play games.
Must run in the family.
Look in a mirror, Sebastian. That sounded promising.
Another dial solved.
Impressive. Nice work.
Incendio! Ominous, your aunt wanted to change your family's traditions.
She did. And she was
Lumos.
my favorite person in the world for it.
Noctua references painful and arduous challenges, but also rewards.
Painful. That's the part I'm wary of.
All I heard was rewards. Keep going. Another... not the welcoming sort, was he? Excellent work. We're another step closer to the scriptorium.
Lumos!
I spotted something ahead. Looks troubling.
This whole place is troubling, but for my aunt's sake, we cannot stop now.
The gate! I think we're locked in. Again!
Then Salazar Slytherin is not yet finished with us.
Ominous. Her skeleton. And Noctua's last journal entry. She mentions being trapped here, blocked by an unforgivable curse.
This is where she died. This is where we'll die. I shouldn't have listened to either of you.
Ominous, I'm truly sorry about your aunt. But I know what to do. It's going to be difficult.
You said you know what to do.
Tortured faces on the door, and Crucios etched into the stone. My guess is if we cast the Cruciatus curse, the door will open. That's why Noctua died. She had no one to cast the curse on. Ominous has the most experience with this. He should cast it. You seem to be in Ominous's favor. Will you ask him about this?
He does seem a bit cross with you. I'll speak with him.
Good. Work your magic, so to speak. Wish we had some liquid luck.
All of this could have been avoided.
Ominous. I hadn't imagined we'd end up trapped like this.
Salazar Slytherin did. He's to blame for many unimaginable things. I overheard you and Sebastian, and I won't do it. The Cruciatus curse is pure torture, I would know.
Sebastian told me a little of what happened when you were young. Sounds as if you had no choice.
Should have known he would have told you. And one always has a choice. I'm as guilty as the worst of my family. Unforgivable curses won't work unless you really mean them. I had to want to cause pain, and for that I shall never forgive myself. That spells the reason I have no family left. You and Sebastian will need to sort out another solution. If you cast Crucio, you will regret it forever.
What do we do now? Ominous is not going to cast the Cruciatus curse again.
Ridiculous! As if dying in here is a better option than casting a damned spell. It's up to us. I can teach you Crucio, or I can cast it on you.
Wait, you didn't say you knew how to cast Crucio?
Because I'm not sure I do. Ominous knows that, yet he's left us no choice. I don't yearn to follow in Noctua Gaunt's footsteps. I think I can cast it if I have to.
I want to learn the curse, but I won't cast it on you. You need to cast it on me.
I shan't forget this.
Ready?
I'm ready.
Crucio!
Are you alright?
Are you alright?
That pain, it was excruciating. But I'll survive. Let's keep moving.
We made it. We found Salazar Slytherin's scriptorium.
Revelio!
I can't believe we're here.
Sebastian, Ominous. There's a book, just here.
You found something.
You two go ahead. Let me know what's in it. I'll wander around a bit.
May I have a look?
What do you think?
Looks like a spellbook of some kind. This is incredible. A Hogwarts founder's possession. What an honor. Still can't believe Ominous never told me about his aunt and what she found.
What will you do with Slytherin's spellbook?
What I do with every book. Read it. Having professors as parents ingrained that habit early on. But I can do that later. For now, I say we explore this room. It's breathtaking.
I've been getting an uneasy feeling about this place. We shouldn't linger here. Let's find a way out, please.
I don't want to leave, but I owe you. Both of you. Without both of you, we'd never have made it this far.
We were lucky. We could have died. We must swear never to do this again.
Ominous. About your aunt.
Please, Sebastian. I meant what I said before. We swear, right now, never to engage in anything to do with dark magic again.
Understood. I'm truly sorry about your aunt, Ominous.
I suppose after all this, I am grateful to know what happened to her. Thank you. Lumos.